The Crucible is a test, a challenge, a chance at glory, a place to show your true skill as a guardian. Each kill you gain proves your strength and shows your determination to win. But what weapon will you choose to prove your worth? What weapon will let you reign supreme? Find out in How to Crucible. Welcome, Guardians, to another weapon review for the Crucible. I chose some exotics this week, so you're obviously getting a treat for this Halloween. I would do like a scary effect, but I don't want to buy them, so I'm sorry. If only I was cool enough. Today is the Sunshot. What is it? The Sunshot is a hand cannon of the exotic sorts, and if you've picked it up in the main campaign, you've already played with this gun a fair share. It is also obtainable through engrams because that is where I got mine. I was unfortunate enough to pick the pulse rifle during my Destiny 2 toddler years. But yeah, it's an exotic. My opinion. So I think this gun is good, but then it's not. To me it feels underpowered. It does 40 actual bullet damage, and a number of damage from fire that I neglected to look for nonetheless. It does less damage than a lot of hand cannons. I just felt like I wasn't doing enough damage to my targets. I also found out there is no slowdown when aiming down your sights, meaning the sensitivity you're on is how you're going to be moving around while aimed in. Like, you can move side to side and then scope in and keep moving side to side, and there is no stopping it. It's fluid. It literally moves that fast. I did not like this because I felt like it made aiming a little harder and more unstable. I like the gun, don't get me wrong. Exploding enemies into giant fireballs is something I could do all day, and the sound it makes when it shoots is euphoric. But, in my opinion, I just felt underpowered. PlayStyle. I tried to use this gun as a rushing hand cannon. It didn't work. I tried playing slow. That was lackluster. I think the best option for this gun is to team destroy your opponents. I believe that if you are going to use this gun, sticking in a pack with your teammates is good. Not only would you have a number advantage all the time, you can provide explosive kills to the party. Perks. Where do I begin? It has explosive rounds, and that's a plus, because I like those rounds. But the first perk also highlights targets that have been injured by the Sunshot. Not wall-seeing technology, but highlights them so they're outlined and easier to see. The other perk that blows them up is also satisfying. Just watching enemies blow up in ash and flame is just like a perfect sunset. But this can also hurt other players that are near them. And if they are close, this does a good portion of damage. Of course, you have to have the enemy team run around like a pack of rats in the sewers, but it can happen. The other perks are just housekeeping ones. I think these perks go very well with how this exotic is presented. I'm going to give this gun an 8 in perks because they're obviously unique. Long range. The damage drop-off with this gun is quite large, but it is able to hit things from far away. It may not be the strongest of shot, but it is accurate if you can aim it. Hand cannons, I feel, are more of those mid-range engagements, or are more for those mid-range engagements, where the enemy is not too close, but they are not too far. They're just in the right distance to get clobbered by a high-damage pistol. I'm going to give this gun a 6 in long range, because while it worked to hit targets, and could be done quite easily, it didn't pack a whole lot of punch when it did hit them. Short range. At this range, I felt a little jammed. You know that feeling when you get into a fight and you just feel like you need some space between the guy to put yourself in a better position? I felt like this a lot, and I felt like people ran at me a lot with this weapon. It was probably just the lobbies, but 15 of them? Yeesh. The aiming is also very quick, like I said, so I had to get used to the sights moving around my screen so fast, which at close range made me think. I mean, I was concentrating so hard on keeping the gun on target that one of my eyes could have popped out. If you're going to use this gun, it just requires a little practice, that's all. I'm going to give this a 7 at short range because it does damage, you just have to focus on aiming. The aiming's a little crazy. Effectiveness. Okay, that math. I'm pretty sure I meant to say the, but whatever. The math. With this gun, I had only 299 gunfights. That's pretty low. I don't know if I took less fights because I knew they were unfavorable or what, but yeah, that's pretty low. But out of those 299 fights, I had 186 kills and 113 deaths. That came out to be KD of 1.65, not bad. But throw the equation up on the screen. Let's put in 186 for K and 299 for T. That calculation comes out to be 62%. So E, effectiveness, is going to be a 6.2. Overall rating. Throw up the next equation because right now we're just plugging numbers here. So, for overall rating, we get a 6.8. My closing statements on this weapon before we score it is that I liked it and it felt good, but the power wasn't there. I wasn't feeling legend in the Crucible with this weapon. I just felt that I was underperforming at all possible avenues. Adding all those 5 numbers up, we get a grand total of 34 out of 50. That's a pretty high score, and I think it's pretty accurate. Let's rank it up. In hand cannons, it's actually going to take over Annual Skate for the first place spot. I believe this has happened, because if you're mad that this gun overtook Annual Skate, because you like Annual Skate for me scored a 5 in perks. There was nothing really special in there, and it also did a little bit worse in long range, but it did do better in short range. Just, you know, it just depends. Now, for the entirety of Destiny, this gun will score a 7th spot on our list. For now, it's in the top 10. Which guns will make it fall? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and a comment. If you're commenting on my ability to rank these weapons, go ahead and roast me. I'm alright with it. But if you're new and you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed specifically. And if you would like to subscribe to see more of these videos, go ahead and subscribe. We're feeling the love around here. We're doing all the guns. This week is a whole bunch of exotics. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.